A lot of people are very uncomfortable in healthy relationships. Like if you grew up with a parent who yells at you and yells at your other parent, and then later in life you find yourself in a relationship with someone who yells at you all the time and you're always fighting, and that just seems normal. You think everyone fights like that. And you find yourself saying things like, yeah, we fight all the time, but I'm glad. I'm glad that they yell at me all the time, because as long as they yell at me, I know they still care about me. Because if they stopped yelling at me and if they stopped fighting with me all the time, then I'd really get worried, because that means they've just checked out. But then later on down the line, when that relationship ends and you get into a relationship that's much healthier, it's super weird when that person gets mad at you, but they don't yell at you. They're not arguing with you. They work with you to find a solution. They just start having a conversation with you. And it feels so uncomfortable. When you get into a relationship with someone who treats you with respect and cares about you, then you have to deal with the fact that the relationship you were in, maybe it was you were in a relationship for 10 years, where you were abused, verbally, gaslit, manipulated. You have to acknowledge that you wasted those 10 years. And some people really struggle with acknowledging that they've never had a healthy relationship before, to the point that when they get into a healthy relationship, they sabotage it. They reject it. They leave. Sometimes people will look for a partner who will abuse them in the same way that their parent abused them. And they think that's love. And sometimes it'll take years for someone to realize that they're in an abusive relationship. And by that point, they put so much energy into it, it's so much harder to get out. And that's why it's so important for us to take care of our own mental and emotional health. We need to normalize therapy as an individual and couples therapy, because it can take a long time to realize that you've been gaslit into believing that abuse is love.